This is new approach to the body shape, and it is enough to tackle obesity. This video will divide into two movies. The first one is an explanation. In the second one, I will show you the actual movement of the skin gymnastics. I will explain through actual movement why our shape of the body collapses as we age. When we were young, we had agile way of moving, but as we get older, our body becomes less agile. The inability to move is already harming your health. This is because it makes it difficult for the body to fulfill natural functions as a living organism, leading to various diseases and accelerated aging. It is not because you are fat that you have difficulty moving, but because you have a shape that is difficult to move, and as a result you gain weight. Difficulty in movement occurs when the skin, muscles, and skeletal structure are no longer in the correct positions. Movement becomes distorted, and this causes strange lumps to form all over the body. This is what you perceive as fatness, and you go on diet and strength training. But if the elderly does abdominal exercise to tighten their waist, will it tighten up as quickly as young men? The answer is no, right? What is the reason? The main reason why your belly gets fat is because it's out of shape and the muscles are not in position to contract properly. That's why the elderly can't use their muscles properly by doing sit-ups in the distorted state. After the shape is restored, dieting and muscle training will be more effective. Once the structure is in place, maybe there is no need for painful dieting or strength training. This is because the muscles can be used correctly just by daily movement, like when we were kids. There are many such people among my clients. It is true that if you leave your body in distorted shape for a long time, you will actually gain weight. Lumps forms all over the body. What should we do with those lumps? If we restore the body to our normal shape and allow us to move properly, it will begin to control its shape, trying to return our original shape. Living things have the ability to maintain their original shape. Deterioration of shape, formation of lumps, gaining weight. We have to stop this cycle. For example, when you do muscle training, you are same as trying to reinforce a car tire that is fixed bent with a strong force. It is the same thing. So what should we do with our body? In this video, I would like to talk about skin gymnastics, an approach other than skincare as a way to rejuvenate our body shape. It is a form gymnastics that assumes that the loss of the shape is due to the misalignment of the skin and internal structure. There is no difference between skincare and skin gymnastics in that they both utilize the function of the skin to maintain our shape. Now let me talk about skin gymnastics. Let's get the normal position back in place first by utilizing the skin. Aligning the skin is very effective. Let me talk about what we need to do before we do some simple skin gymnastics. The skin and skeleton are connected to each other while maintaining an ideal degree of flexibility. Please watch the previous YouTube video for a detailed explanation of why this is so. The skin and skeleton are both inherently free and mobile, and it is important to regain the flexibility of skin and skeleton so that they do not interfere with each other's flexibility and can return to their original positions. There are many ways to do this, but the one I'm going to introduce here is simple skin gymnastics that require free movement of skeleton. Skin gymnastics currently being done remotely for my client. Before performing the skin gymnastics, I always ask my client to watch an instructional video beforehand so that they have preliminary knowledge of what they will be doing. I have private video for my client to watch. It is not available to the general public. And this time I would like to introduce a part of the explanation video. The following is a part of the video. This is a gymnastics to tighten the body and raise the center of gravity. What does it do? What it does is to release the pressure by skin and cover the surface of the body and hold the distorted internal structure in place. In other words, it makes the skin float. There are many skin adhesion points that need to be floated. For example, this time the platysma muscle that covers the front of the neck and trapezius muscle covering the back of the neck and back. When the center of gravity develops, these two muscles and the skin that cover them are spread out and tightly adhered to. This gymnastic will pull them up to tighten the body. First, look at the overall movement. The first thing to do is to move the body while floating the two areas of platysma muscle and trapezius muscle. This time, I will introduce 4 patterns of movement. This is try to raise the body's center of gravity, which has developed while the skin being floated. The approach each of 4 patterns is different, but the goal is the same, to raise the body's center of gravity and tighten it, just like when we were young, by restoring the distorted alignment.